there, party people. I'm Melanie Florence, and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. This is the chilled iced tea. It's the Rainbow Chakra edition. I wanted to do something healing. I wanted to do, I've got like a sweet hot tea, which is about like your self-love, and I've got the partnership readings, the hot tea, where we talk about partnerships, you, them, and your relationship in the middle, and I've got the weekly hot tea and the daily stuff that I got coming out on Facebook. This one is a little bit more healing, right? So it's a little bit different. It's a different set of cards. I'm actually using a deck called Beyond Lemuria, right? This is a very modern deck. It's created by a chick called Izzy, and she does all the pictures. She does everything in that. She's the creator in general. She's written everything for the deck. And so I am going to read from the book, because when I learn a new deck, that's what I do, because it's all right to go, I'm intuitive, I can see what that is. But to give us a deeper dive, there's a little bit of storytelling sometimes to go on. So I am going to do storytelling. If that's not your thing, this is maybe not a reading for you. But it is about just having a chill and having a look at our chakras, right? So we're going to draw one card for each of our chakras and then one for the whole spectrum and see what's going on. So this deck lends to that. It already has the chakras in it. It's got the elements. It's really beautiful, and I really love how it goes through. So I'm going to do a Rainbow Chakra healing sweet chilled iced tea. Chilled iced tea. So many teas on the menu, right? Trying to mix it up. So we've got a few different things. I've got a passion flower one that I'm going to do again. These are just slowly developing, particularly this one, because I've only done it once before. So I really loved how it felt last time. I did it really short and sweet. It's going to be a little bit longer this time, just because I am going to go into the cards and what the book says about them a little bit more. So first, because these two decks sort of lend together, I have this other one by Lucy Cavendish. Now, it's called Oracles of the Hidden World. Lucy Cavendish actually does a lot of fairy decks, and I've got to do a fairy reading. I am going to do a fairy Lenormand after this. It's a different reading. I'm actually going to go through the Lenormand, not really do a reading, but just have a look at them, because it's a very different deck, and I bought it. And I thought, well, let's have a look. Let's see what they do, because it's a different reading. It uses all the cards from the deck. It's a very big reading. So that will be after this. I'm going to do a fairy Lenormand. But when I was looking for fairy decks, Lucy Cavendish kept on popping up. She's Australian. She's Wiccan. She does mermaid decks. If you were looking for something a bit old world, a bit connected to the elementals, Lucy Cavendish is your chick. So I'm going to pull a couple from the hidden Oracles of the Hidden Worlds, and see what we got first to set the scene. Hidden Worlds. We've got the Hidden Worlds. Exchanging consciousness, awareness, extrasensory perception. Alright, so this is the second time that I've had a fairy deck card turn up out of a deck that I wasn't going. This is a fairy this today. And so this is really connecting with the elementals. This is the hidden worlds. This is the little bits in between. This is connecting with the elementals. This is connecting with that bit between in the ether. So changing consciousness, awareness, and your extrasensory perception. You may feel that tuning into these things. I know when I stopped feeling my world full of things that weren't necessarily on my path, I actually became more in tune. I became more sensory. I was more in tune to cycles ending. I could see things clicking in together a lot more. You know, so the more I stopped the mindful clutter of the material world, the more my perceptions of my consciousness connected to this element, this Lucy Cavendish, this beautiful little element of our hidden worlds, our little fairies inside of there. We're allowed to have a hidden world of beliefs that we connect with. It's your world. Right, one more from the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds, because we've got the Hidden Worlds. We're going deep into that. That's sort of what this is all about. This old kingdom stuff goes into hidden worlds inside of ourselves. Right? What do we connect with? What are your basic elements do you connect with? Right? And letting go of preconceptions and limitations to your subconscious as well. One more. Let's see if we've got one more. Shuffling really well today. I've just done the, whoa, I'm going to take that one. I've just done the weeklies, so check them out. I've done them. I'll put them in the links below, and I'll put this in the link to the weeklies. You know, they all go together. Okay, and meditation, right? Peace and your sanctuary. So it's time to take a little bit of time. It's changing your conscious awareness. This is time to tune in. Take those meditations, maybe put them on overnight. Inside of my YouTube channel, I do have an open folder, which is vibes. Some of them will work for you, some of them don't, right? Some of them work at one period and they don't for another. I like binaural beats so that they're not playing a tune, because my brain's really active and listens to the tune, right? But it's finding that spot of peace for yourself, where you can actually receive the wisdom, where you can actually tune into this. If you're not creating a space of peace for you, then you can't tune in, right? So we need to tune in. We need to find that spot of peace, whether that's a morning thing for you, whether it's before bed, whether you take the time out for it, or you do it as a subconscious thing in your sleep, right? It's time to take time, rest your mind, right? So that you can tune in. Tune out of the practical, tune into the spiritual, tune into the other realms inside of your being. You know they're there. Okay. So that's why we're here. I'm going to start going through this Beyond Lemuria. It's a really interesting deck. You're going to love these pictures. All right, I love the pictures and involving, I love the deck. So it's the opposite. It's so watery, where the Greenwood deck that I usually read is really earthy, and it's, you know, the Greenwood, this is more of a watered deck, and where the other is connected to the old ancients. This connects to the old ancients, but with a really modern spin. That's really nice. So I'm going to draw the first card. Let's do a little bit of I don't do this with many decks, but why not? Let's give it a shuffle. Let it shuffle on the table. All right. So first up, we're going for the base chakra, of course, our root chakra. All right, and it is foundation. I've got a list over there. Root chakra, our foundation, of course. All right, because I don't want to miss one. What have we got for our root chakra? All right, we've got the throat chakra, expressing your truth. So when we're talking about the throat chakra, we are talking about a throat. We're talking about communication and expressing ourselves and expressing our heart and actually speaking. So it may be that actually tuning into your root chakra at the moment is really talking about it, is really talking about what you believe, is really talking about like clearing, not being able to speak about what you believe is this sort of thing. This is like grounding yourself so you can speak your beliefs inside of this card. So with this root chakra, we're looking at really saying, I believe this. I believe in the hidden world. I believe in my strength. I believe. And so clearing the blockage of you actually being able to communicate what you're actually grounded to. You're allowed to say, I'm grounded to the earth. I am grounded to my connections. Like it's believing and speaking your truth. All right, so if you've been having trouble speaking your truth, it's now time to ground that element in your life, right? So we're going to go with speaking our truth. So the next is the Shackle Chakra. Yeah, Shackle Chakra. It's about relationships. Give me a second. I'm going to pull that over there. It'll be better for everybody. Sort of. There it is. All right. So the Shackle Chakra. Let's go there. All right, let's go. What have I got? Shackle Chakra. Relationships. The journey to wholeness. Okay. So when we communicate ourselves, you know, we're talking about the relationships that we've got around you with your sacral chakra and who you're involved with. And this is your journey to wholeness. This is talking about your journey to your completeness and actually grounding yourself inside of this journey. And you can see all the spectrum inside of that in your journey and the people that you meet. And so your relationships, you're actually showing your journey, the generosity of your journey. This is actually the journey to your awareness, right? To your wholeness. And people are seeing that in your relationships around you. If they're understanding anything about your growth, that's what they're seeing in the relationships are you, is that you're on a way to your wholeness, right? That you are creating a world around you that actually balances you out, that heals all of you, that creates a wholeness around you. That's what the relationships in your world are saying. All right, so then we've got the Solar Plexus, which is identity, your self-identity. What are you self-identifying with? All right, your self-esteem. In our Solar Plexus, in our core group of muscles just here, our transverse abdominis, what are we talking about? We're talking about our self-awareness, right? Your identity. I'm going to take that top one. Evolution. All right, so you're evolving. And people see that, right? So you're evolving. Your self-identity, your self-esteem is evolving inside of this session. As you speak your truth and you express your truth and you ground yourself to that, and in your relationship, everybody sees that you're on a journey to wholeness. All right, this inside of your self-identity, it's like this is an evolution. You have moved on. Your DNA is changing. You're changing your belief. You're changing your cycles. You're changing, you know, and you're telling everybody, I'm meditating. I'm looking for peace. I'm looking for relief and sanctuary. Like, I am tuning into my extrasensory. I am evolving inside of this circumstance, right? So our solar plexus, our self-esteem says, I'm going through a transformation. I'm evolving in my journey to wholeness. Thought I was going to read the book, but here we are. Okay, just need to remember the actual, like, which one's what. All right, so now we have the heart chakra. All right, so this is our feelings. This is our heart chakra. Let me turn them back over. Heart chakra. So we're evolving. What's our heart chakra? What are our feelings? Oh, the infinite. Alright, so we're connecting to the infinite. We're connecting with the I am. That you have no limitations, alright? This evolution is opening up. This journey to your wholeness and expressing your truth is opening up your feelings of being connected to it all in this evolution, connected to the infinite realms of everything, in all the dimensions, being able to express your being and actually be connected, right, to this infinite I am. I'm part of the universe. It's part of my journey of wholeness to understand, all right, that there is a healing element inside of connecting with the universe, connecting with the I am. And that's how you feel, that your heart chakra is trying to connect with all of that. Oh, I do love this. These are healing. All right. Heart chakra, we've got 4 to go. We sort of go throat chakra. We've got the throat chakra. So we actually had the throat chakra as our grounding element, that we're telling everybody our truth. All right, and so here, the throat chakra, we're communicating our feelings. Our feeling is the connection to the infinite realm. And so in this, we're going to look at what are we communicating? What's our throat chakra? What is our truth? What do we need to connect to express our truth? So we're grounding in expressing our truth. We've meditated on that, so we connect with the infinite realm. All right. What have we got? Oh, initiation. All right. So the throat chakra, we're talking about the Earth Star chakra. Now, I'm going to read this out after we've gone through all. What are we? Because this is the one. This is the beginning of the deck. And they have added this Earth Star chakra. It's a little bit different to the root chakra. All right, so there's been an added into this book. Izzy Ivy's added a couple of other dimensions to the chakra, to a full spectrum. But, so in this is a bit different to what your normal root chakra is. This is the Earth Star chakra. All right, so the initiation, and again, we're talking about our throat chakra, our communication, and what we're grounding to. Because these are connected to, this is connected to your root chakra healing, our root chakra healing, because this is me too. Okay, so it's oneness, collective conscious, anchoring transmission from a higher realms, a sacred earth knowledge, integration of the divine, working with grid lines. You are standing at a gateway to the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and an inner illumination to light the way. You have accessed the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of all that we are. This is a place to be clear and grounded, despite moving through multidimensional realms and being able to bridge the worlds functionally into the physical reality. It's bringing all of your spiritual path and speaking your truth, so you bring it into your spiritual reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the spirit realms of the spirit, the more important it is to anchor yourself deeply to the earth. Explore clearing meditations, self-energy work, and put into intention into the meaningful parts of your life. Find the ways to balance your life. Be aware of the times of day that you are more conducive to different states of consciousness, such as flow, meditation, and productivity. So this is backing up our meditation. Our communication is being linked and grounded to the earth. All right, so I've discussed this in the earth reading, but you guys aren't all in the earth reading because you're not all earth peeps, right? And it's really about taking your shoes off, right? Really going connecting, really grounding yourself. We actually we've insulated ourselves. When we wear rubber sole shoes, we are insulating ourselves from the connection to our battery. All right, so as you recharge your phone in a charger, you actually recharge your battery in your body by connecting to the earth, sitting there. Really, the more you reach higher, the more deep. It's like a tree. Ground yourself deeply to your roots, and the tree will extend, all right, and really flow out. So this communication, this throat chakra, this expressing your truth as your roots chakra, doubled over. It doubles up in your throat chakra, saying that it's really time to be grounded in this communication, be grounded in what you're connecting to. All right, take the time to connect to that, right? Because this is what we're communicating from our throat chakra, and it's the feeling of this connection to the infinite. So we're connected to the infinite in our feelings, and connected to the actual earth in our communications. This is really quite beautiful grounding in how we communicate to connect as a subconscious whole. We're really looking for a unity consciousness, a conscious unity, instead of this two divided separate states of consciousness in the world that we have this left and right. We're actually a united consciousness. And so this infinite that we connect to in our feelings is also a grounded feeling that we need to express, and how we connect to our earth. That's actually my path inside of here, is saying reconnect. Put your feet in the water. I meet a lot of people, it might be put your feet on the earth. For me, to cleanse things away when I'm feeling, it's actually to go to the water and put my feet in the water and cleanse that away. So it's actually respecting that earth star chakra that you connect to. So we go out into the ether, but we connect ourselves to the earth. And that's sort of what my readings are about for everybody. All right, so that's what our self-love reading is how we go and we actually apply all of that to the world, right? We go infinite, we bring it in. Beautiful. Okay, so there's three more cards. We've got the third eye chakra, a crown chakra, and then the full spectrum. So we're going to go third eye, right? Third eye chakra. Had mine aching the other night. Woo, was it aching? All right, third eye chakra. What have we got? Oh, we've got the solar plexus, the radiant illumination. So this is about our self-identity. All right, so we've got our violet chakra connecting to our inner self, is connecting to our self-identity inside of this radiant illumination. Let's read it. Let's actually go into what the solar plexus chakra is actually saying in here, because we've doubled up. We double up inside of here. All right, so we're talking about your self-identity is also about your connection to yourself. Okay, connecting to yourself. Radiant illumination. The solar plexus chakra is the radiant center of our being. It holds our vibration, our spark. All right, so this is when we talk about this again with self-esteem. Okay, enter this space. Step away from playing small unworthiness. The idea that you are taking up space is an insecurity-based competitiveness. Allow yourself to be attuned to abundant force of life that resides inside within this center, and be energized and motivated. Fueled with motivation and inspiration, enthusiasm, and a clear mind, so that you can bring forth more of yourself and what you wish to birth into the world. As you discover the deep and real sense of empowerment, you can move confidently, lift others in celebration, harmonizing in the differences and shifting the hierarchical paradigms into a collective co-creation. Told you she had a lot going on in this deck, right? It's really quite deep. All right, remember that you are a powerful being who can connect with the potential life force, with the infinite, and you know you can. That's what we're focusing on here. All right, and expressing that you can and grounding that you can. Remember that you're a powerful being who connect with the potential life force energy and when you need it. Be aware that what fuels your fire. Consider the circumstances where you give your power away. Imagine all the fragments of your energy that you have given away at some point. Bring them back to your center of your being. Right, anything that you have given away. So this is actually saying, if there's negative and I've given stuff away, I'm bringing it back to me. All right, imagine all of those parts coming back to you to connect to your inner self, all right, and your self-identity and your self-esteem. Wow, I'm going to be watching this one back. Okay, so, oh my God, the Portal Keeper came out with that as well. All right, so there's a Portal Keeper. This is you going on to the other side and looking through to those other things. So I'm going to put something up. That's not going to, I'm just going to mention that you got the Portal Keeper, right? We got the Portal Keeper on top. So this is going to be for the crown chakra. This is our white chakra. This is our connection with the universe, right? This is connection with the I am. To this soul and connecting. So your self-esteem and your self-identity is about pulling everything back, going, I gave pieces away of myself and I'm now taking them back. I am making myself whole again, right? Inside of this infinite that I've connected to, in this evolution, right? Everybody knows that I'm on a journey to wholeness, is what we've got sitting in this card, right? Speaking your truth, that you believe in fairies, right? Believe in magic. Speak your truth, right? Go and take that one. New cards always shuffle interesting. Okay, so here we've got the crown chakra. We're going, right, this is stepping through. This is stepping through it all. This is stepping through the preconceptions. Let's see what Izzy's got in the book for this one. All right, stepping through. Because I really want to know what she's talking about in here. 47, number 11, which is a gateway, which is a 2, which is about duality. 47, stepping through. All right, connection to the universe. Connection to the universe. Step in and step up. All those dreams and projects that you've been putting up and off. Now is the time to start, even if it's one small element of the bigger picture. Although just do it has been coined by a commercial brain, it is one of the most fundamental mantras. We will always have a myriad of reasons why today isn't a day. But remember, opportunity dances with those who are already on the dance floor. When you start something, talk about it. Take consistent steps to actualize it, and you will see on the momentum of its own right. The right people, places, and opportunities will magnetize, and it will start to come together. Don't be afraid to fail. The success we have around us comes from perseverance. It's the truth. Falling and getting back up again is part of the journey. Focus your energies on to commit to seeing through to your vision and to become a reality. You are a human, so set reasonable expectations and know how to apply yourself. Be focused. You can make amazing things happen. Building a dream can seem overwhelming, but if you break it down step by step, make a plan, you will gracefully find your way through. You might be able to manage most aspects of the project. It is great to have incentive to learn more skills, but it doesn't mean you have to do it all on your own. Whether you're aiming to achieve, whatever, I didn't look at the card. I was like, let's step through again. Manage. You don't have to, whatever you are aiming to achieve, there are people out there and the tools and the energy that you may be missing. Look at the bigger picture and delegate. A mentor and people on a similar journey or accountability buddy would be wonderful supporters and allies. Following your dreams, fulfilling and empowering, but it's often a path less traveled. You may need to plot your own course, invent your own way through. All right, stepping through, invent your own way through. Also, consider what kind of lifestyle you would like and know that this may change and evolve as you do. What can you do or dream? What you can do or dream, you can begin it. Boldness has genius, power and magic in it. That's John Anster. All right, so it is time now. No more excuses. It is no more excuses. What that's really talking about is talking about your willpower. You want to talk it. You've got this journey you're walking. There's this evolution. This is like walk the walk, talk the talk, take the steps. And I get it. Like I've been only making this business now for 12 months, 18 months, and it took me a while. Step through this, step through that. What's the next step? I have to plan next week. I have to plan what I want for these guys, for these readings, right? And it's all about taking step by step by step. You've got a spiritual path. You've got something to believe in. It's saying meditate. illuminate. You've got willpower and strength, and pull in your radiant light, right? Take all the pieces of you back. That's your conscious self, taking you back, right? So that you can have the life that you dream of. Plan it out. Where do you want to be? What lifestyle do you want to have, right? It's all about that. Dream your dream. That is what this stepping through is about in this white chakra. To connect to the universe, right? Connect to it all, what it is you. There is one last card. It's a full spectrum card. Let's see what we've got as a full spectrum. The overall, for the last of this. What's the last of this for our chilled iced tea? All right, we'll learn the chakras in order, right? Because that's a thing. Because I really do think that this is a nice healing walkthrough. And I really like where these readings go. Come on, one more for the overall. These cards have been really selective today. There it is. No, it's going to go two. And they go together. It's so trusting your innocence. Trusting you. Trusting the sweet depths of you. Trusting that core values of you. Trusting your earth star, that what you're connected to, your root chakra. All right, this is about speaking your truth, right? And really using that radiant illumination in your life. You're connected, you've evolved, right? Trust in your innocence. Trust in when you strip back all the bullshit, right? That you're connected to it all. Trust in your fairies. Trust in your elements. Trust in what is coming to you. Trust your EFP. And allow yourself to be a bit vulnerable. Allow yourself to be a bit vulnerable inside of the cycle of this. We're all allowed to say, let's join in this journey together. I would really like to hear if this resonates with you, right? I would really love you to hit the comments. Hit the comments. Let me know how you feel about trusting this and trusting your innocence. And, you're connecting with your evolution and your innocence inside of here. It's a brilliant spot. This journey to wholeness, right? Open yourself up. Open yourself up for the possibilities. Be vulnerable and trust your innocence. Trust that you can see the world through childlike eyes again. I really hope that this resonates with you. Let me know. I really like that. And I do have a whole heap of other readings out. This one will evolve. I am going to get used to using these cards. It will always be with these cards. So I really hope that you enjoyed that. And I will see you in some other teas and some other brew. And I'll catch you later. Bye.